Hi folks, I'm Samik and I have been building 30 days SaaS crash course in which I have told you how to build applications, how to run them, how to host them. I have completed all the series related to development if you are a non-developer. But now you want to launch your SaaS or you launch your web app, what are the next steps to do? So for that, first thing which you need to take care of that is Google Search Console. So we will be talking today about Google Search Console. So let's get into it. So go to Google and search Google Search Console, then click here Start Now. If you have not created your account, it will prompt you to create your account. And after that, here in this, here if you don't see any property, you have to click on Add Property. And here you have to give your domain name. For example, I have prosamic.in. So maybe this domain name I have. I have to press this one and it will verify my property. And how is it verifying it? So it will give something called TXT record or CNAME record. So my favorite is CNAME, but if you want TXT, you can go and you can copy this one, and wherever your domain is hosted, go there. So for example, my domain is hosted on Pokebun, so I will go in Pokebun and I will go in accounts and settings. So let it pop up. Okay, let me go to Namecheap and I will show you. Let me go to Cloudflare so that it is optimized for everyone. So, for example, if this is what I've got, I have to copy this one. And if I go to my Cloudflare account, let me go to the dashboard. So, I'm assuming Cloudflare is something which everyone can use. Even if your domain is hosted on Pokebun, you can move it to Cloudflare dashboard. So for this particular domain, I bought it from Namecheap, but I've moved the domain credentials dashboard setup to Cloudflare. So here you have to go and you have to give records. So let me go to the DNS. So you have to go to the domain name server. So let me go here again. And if you can see here, it is DNS records. So to click one and you have to add filter to filter, or you can go to add record. Here you have to select the TXT, maybe this one, not this one, TXT. So again, name is required and value is required. So here you can see for the TXT record, go to Google site verification and copy this one. So we will copy this one directly and it will actually do the task. But if you are someone who don't want to use TXT, you can use CNAME also. So creating CNAME is again easy. You have to copy the host, then again you have to copy the destination. So again, you will go here and you will click for CNAME. If you click CNAME, here you have to give the name, the first field and the second field, like this one. And if you give this one and select no proxy, because you wherever you host your application, that will actually proxy it properly. So don't need to click this one and do only DNS only. And again, after doing this, you can click this save and that's it. That's what you have to do to get it done. So once you have done this, it will get verify and you can click on the verify. And there is another method which you can use, and that is called URL prefix if you want it, but I prefer this domain method. So once you have done this, you have linked your property. Now, what exactly you have to do for the next step? So I will go to this one to give you a reference. So this is the dashboard. This is the performance tab, like how many impressions you have got, how many clicks you have got. It completely depends on the blog pages you have written. So it is the data of 3 months. So it will take time to get done. And again, if you want some URL of your page which is not indexed and you want to inspect that URL, you can do that. So if I go to prosamic.com and maybe to blogs, I can here inspect that URL. What is the result according to Google index? So you can see URL is not on Google. So first of all, I will test it live URL. If it is working fine, then I will do the request indexing. So what exactly is indexing? So for example, if I go to prosamic like this one in Google, you can see all my pages are loaded right like this one. So if I go to more results, so you can see these are all the pages which are indexed according to Google. So these are available in the Google. So prosamic.com/projects about, then this particular blog, then this project. You get the point. So whatever you want, if you want something to make it available in Google search engine, you have to index it, and indexing is like that. So for example, these blogs was not indexed and you can see this can be indexed. So I will do request indexing. So it will take time. So whenever you like the crawler runs for your website, it will index that page. So that is what you can do with URL inspection. Now let's go to the pages. So you can see out of the pages I have in prosummit.com, 12 are not indexed and 15 are indexed. So you can go here and you can see the problem and what is the soft F404, what is not found 404, which websites are creating this problem. So you can go and see this problem as well. So this is called pages. Now let's come to sitemap. So you can see on January 3, I have added a new sitemap. Then again, when I have updated my sitemap, so again I have given one new sitemap on August 27, 2025. So it is very recent. You can see that. And you can see only 19 pages were discovered, and you can see sitemap was loaded, and you can see the page indexing and all. So if you want to see what are the pages in the sitemap, you can see these are all the pages. So it has found all these things, and you can see it was read 30 August 2025 and 19 pages were discovered. So it takes time before after you submit. So pages is index important, sitemaps are important. If you want some pages to remove which you don't want to and get indexed in Google, you can always create new request and you can give that URL which you want to remove from the Google. So this is what you all needed. Now regarding the core web vitals, it is up to you if you want to run the speed test and all. So it will run for you. And like only this particular page, overview, performance, URL inspection, pages, and sitemaps and removers. This is what you need to know about Google Search Console. And once you have linked Google Search Console, you can move to Google Analytics, which I will cover in the next video. So stay tuned till that, and you can see all the internal links, external links, and all. So top linking sites like in depth first, I have linked my profile, like my URL in Threads, in GitHub Me, and Reddit. So you can see what are the top linking sites, what are the top linking text, and what are the top linked pages, and things like that. So this is how you can build your backlinks. So you can check your backlinks from where someone is referring you, and again you get all the notifications related to your page and all. So this is not important, but this is important, like which pages are indexed, which pages are not indexed. So this is it, guys. This is what I wanted to tell you about Google Search Console, and this was like explained like year 5 and what are the important things you should know before you go into the Google Search Console. So this is it, and I will see you in the next video with another theoretical knowledge on what you need to know about distribution. So till then, take care and bye.